Listen, I don't know who needs to hear this, but you need to focus. Follow one course until successful. No matter what it is, whether it's making money, getting into fitness, no matter what, delegate that. Delegate what you have into a skill to where not only can you make more money, but you can also, add more resources, more weaponry to your will, because life is a game, okay? So you need to be able to do that. You know what I'm saying? Some people are into the wealth guru type shit. Other people are into the fitness realm. Other people, what you can make money from. You can make money from anything. If you have software, AI development, whatever, that is all you need to focus on is one thing. A lot of people try to say you need to have multiple streams of income, guaranteed. That only works after you've established one that makes a lot for you, to where you have enough resources to delegate if you need to, put upfront capital for certain things, right? That's what it comes down to. And these crows are just annoying, but nonetheless, you still hear what I'm saying, right? That's what it takes to really get to the next level. You have to find something you're really good at, and the only way is through taking risk and trial and error. I know in school we didn't really take a lot of risk. It was kind of just this structured thing. And in life, yeah, your life needs to be organized and structured in a way, but it's also, you need to be not injury prone, risk prone, right? Or risk durable. You need to have that durability. You need to have that tenacity to want more, to achieve more, to be disciplined, to learn new things, whether it be sales of some sort, high ticket sales. It could be so many other ways to make money. Everyone's journey is different. You have to find out what you feel you're going to like and that you're going to stick out until you succeed in it and you won't completely hate. Because if you're making good money in it and you've established a skill for it, but you don't really care for it, it's not going to be as sustainable, simply because you're not even going to be able to enjoy any of the money that you're making. I think that's the very trick of life, is finding something that makes you money or will make you a lot of money over time, but you'll be able to actually enjoy it through the highs and lows, the ups and downs, and you won't immediately think to quit or to switch gears or to switch to another thing because that thing is common, that thing's popular, that thing's making money. Like drop shipping. I don't even think drop shipping is as good as it once was. I don't know if it's as sustainable now. I really don't. It's one of those things where everything in life is risky. There is no guarantee. I'm pretty sure some drop shipping people kind of fell off, probably, if I had to guess. I'm not really into the whole drop shipping guru thing, so I have no idea what's going on with that. But, I don't hear about it as much. I don't come across too many videos on drop shipping as much, unless you actually go in and manually type in how to drop ship, how to get started drop shipping and all that stuff. You got to find out what works for you. You got to find what fits your character, your personality, your vibe. You're going to have to be somewhat, like a little bit of an extrovert. You can still I'm an extroverted introvert personally. So, I'm an introvert most of the time. I feel the vibes and energy first. And then if we have something there, we have a genuine, connection or something, then I'll be more extroverted, right? Because you need to be, like I said, it depends on the situation, the time, Other than that, I like to stay to myself and be an introvert, but I'm not like socially awkward introvert. So it's not like I can't hold a conversation or I can't confidently approach people and whatnot. I think it's the best thing, especially getting into sales. You have to know how to sell legit products and services, not just some BS just cause. It has to be legit. You have to be better than a car salesman. I will say that. I feel like they are the most aggressive side of business, is selling cars, because you only get commission. That's with anything, but I definitely feel, because cars, as much as it's a necessity as it is, I just feel like in high ticket sales, that isn't gonna get you relative money. It's not about being quick or rushing the process, but just consistent. If you sell other things that are actually a want or a need. Cars are wants and needs, but how many people are really buying cars every single day, whether used or old? Some people just take public transportation to save on gas or save on a note or save on insurance, right? Some people either take that public transportation such as a bus, a subway, taxi, Uber. Like, some people rather spend their money. Yes, that adds up over time, you know, depending on how much it is per ride, per month, or whatever, mathematically, but they'll still overall spend much less than a car note and or insurance just by itself in a year, you know. So when it comes down to it, like I said, I think car salesman is not bad. It's not a bad start, but you definitely can venture out into something different and much more fulfilling, I think, compared to car salesman. Then, you know, you're gonna be outside most of the time selling in the heat like it is now, beaming on me. So it's like, and then you gotta wear these khakis, you know, dress somewhat formal. Having that in the heat, it's not a pretty thing. You're probably only going to be inside if you even work at the desk, or if you are just trying to get the documentation to sign the car off to this person who have purchased it after they put a down payment or buying out in cash. So you might as well just pick the better route for you. To each its own, though. You got to figure that out for you. Follow that one course and then delegate. That's the best way to just achieve a high quality of life, especially in your finances. But nonetheless, that's the end of this video. I genuinely hope y'all enjoyed it. Comment down below other future videos and recommendations you may want to see. Turn on the post notification button, the bell, that way you get notified every single time I drop a video. Let me know y'all's personal experiences, what y'all want, you know, what y'all want out of life, how y'all doing, you know, where y'all at in life, how old y'all are. Let me know. I'm always down for engagement. And until next time, I'm gonna see you on the next one. Peace.